What's up guys, it's Courtney, and today I wanted to go over a new plugin called Knock by Decap. His Drums That Knock are some of my favorite drum and sample packs. I got this plugin because there was like a lot of hype around it. I've seen a ton of videos going over it and I had to check it out for myself just to see. So this is basically going to be like a tutorial slash demo. I have a beat put together already, so let's just dive in and see how we can make our own drums knock. The first knob is punch, and it is a transient shaper, and it makes our drums just a little bit more snappier. The next knob is saturate, and if you don't know what saturation is, it adds to the harmonic frequencies of the mix as well as just a little bit of compression. Alright, this third knob is pretty cool. It's the sub knob, and it actually adds like an 808 to your beat. My beat already had an 808, so I went ahead and muted it out. But the cool thing with this sub knob is you can actually change the pitch to match the key of your song as well. So since the key of my song is in C minor, I'm going to change this to C1 instead of E1. You might have needed headphones to hear that, but it did definitely add a sub layer to that. But since my beat, like I said, already has an 808, I'm going to go ahead and leave this at 0. Next up, we have the air knob, which has two modes, which are vintage and clean. Clean is pretty self-explanatory, but the vintage knob is like some warmth and a little bit of distortion. But what this air knob does is it adds some tonality to the higher frequencies of this mix. So let's check it out. Last but certainly not least, we have a clipper, because this is a drum plugin, and what would it be without a clipper? So we can either pepper this in or we can distort the hell out of our drums, so let's just give it a go. Alright, so those are the main functions of the plugin, but if we move down a little, there are a couple other features that I want to talk to you guys about, which are the EQ down here. Basically, they allow us to focus in or hone in on either the low end of the spectrum or the high end of the spectrum, so we can either take out all of the low end and have only the plugin process the higher frequencies, or vice versa, we can take out the high end and have it only process the low end. So let me show you. And the same kind of thing with this tone dial right here. We can focus in on the high end or the low end, but instead of cutting, we're going to boost. The last thing I want to talk about is the dry and wet fader, which basically acts like parallel compression. Now we can either keep this where the plugin is processing 100% of the time, or we can mix it in to play the dry signal of our beat so that both signals are playing at the same time. Let me show you. I think the beat sounds pretty good right now. I'm really happy with it, but let's check it out and see what it sounded like before knock and after knock. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of skeptical about this plugin because there was so much hype around it, and sometimes you just don't know if you can trust the hype. But I am pleasantly surprised. This plugin is really, really good for what it is. It condenses your chain by a lot of plugins. You can do this same kind of function with numerous plugins, even free plugins, but it's nice to have it all in one, and the graphic user interface is so easy to use. It's very seamless. It's nice to just be able to tweak the knobs and just use your ears instead of like navigating through window panels and things like that. So overall, I would recommend this plugin. I think it's like $99, but I'll leave a link in the description box below if you want to check it out. What do you think though? Is this something that you would use in your productions? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you're all doing well. I do want to do some giveaways during this holiday season, so make sure that you stay tuned for that so you can win some stuff. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button as well as that little bell so you get a notification every single time I post. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace